Hey, it's Lindsay. Welcome to another video. This isn't clickbait. I do end up switching things up with this challenge, so hopefully that's not too much of a jump scare. But let me show you the few days that led up to deciding that this isn't working for me. I could not resist swatching these right away, and the watercolor swatches on the right-hand page of my Passport bullet journal are the Winsor & Newton Cotman Field Kit. I believe that's what it's called. It's my other watercolor set, and I'll have that in the description below. But my general impression is the colors are similar to that, but the blues in this set are amazing. The red in this one is beautiful as well. And they seem to dry better. I don't know what grade they are, if they're student or professional, but I am really happy with these, and I can't wait to add maybe some metallics in the empty trays of this set moving forward. I mean, they'll all work.
Yeah, if I'm gonna choose anything, it's gonna be this freaking guy.
Yeah, let me see what inserts I have, because that'll be the one thing you'll want to make sure. I have to see if I have any non-Tomoe River paper ones, because those you have to kind of use a special pen on, which I have backups of, but...
You have to give me a pen in that case.
Yeah, let me look and see what I got. These tightened. I'm gonna lend you a folder and put that in there too, so you can keep your, yeah, the ones that you haven't journaled about yet.
Well, that'd be nice, because I just have a line all over the place. Alright,
Yeah.
I got a full traveling notebook now.
Yeah, welcome to the gang.
You slid in.
All right, here we go. okay? It's currently downpouring, so it's either going to be really good ambiance in the background of this chatty portion, or you are not going to be able to hear me at all. But I wanted to talk about the fact that I think I'm going to switch this challenge up, and there is a huge part of me that feels like an absolute quitter or a loser, and there's a lot of bad self-talk happening right now in my narrative that I need to not do, because at the end of the day, this is my planner system. It's not like a life-changing decision by any means. But for the last 3 days, there hasn't been a lot of footage because they've been following the same exact cycle. I wake up in the morning, I'm really psyched about the challenge, I'm really craving consistency. I reach for my traveler's notebook and I love it. Like, this is who I want to be. This is the kind of system I want to be using. I'm going to be in this all year, all that kind of stuff that I'm thinking about. But then a couple hours pass and I start to get anxious, and then I start to feel scatterbrained, and then I'm looking at my to-do list and it isn't making sense. It's like I'm looking at hieroglyphs or something, and my weeklies are hard for me to discern like what's going on, and I don't know if it's the smaller grid size or what it is, or just like things aren't laying flat, but I'm not getting my stuff done at all this week. I've just gotten nothing done until I reach for my A6 notebook. This is my bullet journal. It's the Leuchtturm 1917 pocket bullet journal, if you've seen any of my recent videos. So even though I've been challenging myself to stay in the same thing for the entire month, in the evenings I kind of hit a breaking point. I pick this up and then I can quickly get things done, and then I'm backfilling it into my passport. And I go to bed convincing myself like, nope, I need to stay in my A6s. This is just what's working for me. But then I wake up in the morning and I am seduced by the idea of being consistent with my challenge. And I don't know, I really wanted to stick it out. I really wanted to give the traveler's notebooks a go, but like right now, this is just what's working better for me, and that is what I need. June is a really crazy month. I'm traveling for 2 weeks here towards the end of it, and I need my system to be easy to take with me, easy to use, help me stay organized, and all of those things. And right now, this is the notebook that is doing it a little bit better. So I think I'm calling it. I have a couple options, so I guess I'm soliciting feedback. I think I can change the 30-day challenge up a little bit, and messaged my patrons on our Discord server, and they threw out a couple ideas, and 2 of them that I really liked is either doing just like 30 days in my system series, so I'll continue to vlog every day, and hopefully we stick with these for the end of the challenge and we see where we land. Or I can restart and say, hey, we're gonna do 30 days and we'll just extend the vlogs a little bit further and try and use this duo instead. I'm a bit nervous that I'm going to regret not having my traveler's notebooks when I am traveling, so I might bring like one insert with me in the off chance that I guess I sound so silly. In the off chance that I go crazy and I need a traveler's notebook insert, I might bring one, but right now this is what's working out a little bit better for me, so I think that this is where I want to head. Really quick, this is the duo that I'm hoping gets me through the rest of the month, and I've been using this off and on since the beginning of May, so I know this works quite well for me. But it is an A6 sized or pocket bullet journal by Leuchtturm 1917. I have the hardcover edition, and I've been in here since April 10th, and I have this set up as a bullet journal. I have a full-on like setup video on my channel, and some other videos on how I use it if you're looking for more of a deep dive there, but I can show you kind of recently. So this is, I created a little insert for my 30-day challenge and I stuck it in here, so maybe that will help me stay consistent with this. But I usually do like a vision board for the month. I moved over my habit tracker because I attached that with washi. Before I decided to move into my traveler's notebook, I did sort of like a May recap before I started my June setup. I've got my monthly spreads, and I went for bigger boxes this month because I knew I had a lot going on, and then a running to-do list at the bottom there. These stickers are from Daiso, by the way. My mood log, which I really like in A5 size because I don't have to stagger the stickers, so that is something I do like, comboed with a gratitude tracker. My weekly spreads, which are the exact same layout as in my passport, but I think because this is a 5mm grid, and I just feel completely crazy saying this because I'm usually team tiny grid, I think the 5mm grid just is easier for me to find things in here, particularly with this layout, and that is what I need right now. But this is like a habit tracker at the top and then a running to-do list down below for the week, and this is how I do like my pre-planning within a month. And then following that I have my daily logs, and this is what I started out using in June, and I've kind of bounced back and forth between the passport and this, so it is fairly up to date. This is when I started the 30-day challenge. So as you can see, I'm still back planning in here. I haven't skipped a day because I feel just fuzzy, like my brain is fuzzy, I can't focus, and then I come in here and all of a sudden I can focus. I think I just need a little bit of space to see what is going on. So yeah, this is my bullet journal and hopefully my main planner. And then I did switch into a different cover. This is the navy color from Hobonichi. I have a clear cover on cover, and then this is just a patch that I picked up at the airport in Montana, and it's just slipped in here. It's not adhered because I don't do that kind of commitment. But this system, again, I talked about on my Q&A video, but it is a 2-book system, and I made a switch last night on my journal here, but in the front, I have the A6 Techo Avec, which is a half-year daily planner from Hobonichi, and I do memory keeping in here. And one thing I really like about this compared to the traveler's notebooks is I feel like this amount of space per day is like the Goldilocks size. It is just enough, not too much. I can get into the stories and the details from the day, and I can draw, and it's Tomoe River paper, and if I have a ticket or receipt or ephemera, I don't worry about putting it on the page because there's still enough room around it to journal about what was going on. And I know there's a part of me, I've said this already, that's gonna feel like cheated for not using a traveler's notebook when I'm traveling, but this was really easy for me to keep up with when I was traveling. Here I kind of got a few days behind, but these are pretty easy for me to fill up. And yeah, I really like it. I use black pen in here. I think it looks really clean, and I like watercoloring on the 52 GSM paper. So in the back, I was using a Hobonichi notebook, but I was struggling with it a lot, and that was part of the reason why I think I kept switching over to my standard size traveler's notebook, is I just didn't like I don't know if it was like journaling on white paper or what it was, but this is a Midori MD notebook in the grid in A6 size, and this is cream Midori paper, which is like my favorite. So yeah, I just started this yesterday to see. I've had this in my collection, and I was curious if they would fit because it is a little bit thicker than the Hobonichi notebook. And I would say yes. I mean, the cover pops a little bit. It's a little bit chunky, but it's not out of the question, I don't think. And we'll see. I still have my Hobonichi notebook, so if I change my mind, I can go ahead and switch that up. But here is my entry from today. And then I've been binge watching a lot of sketchbook videos, so I've been sketching just with a Jetstream ballpoint pen in here too, because I like the look of ballpoint sketches as well. So yeah, this is like my Dear Diary, anything morning page journal, I guess sketchbook for now. And this is my memory keeper and daily like about my day journal. And this is my bullet journal.